impromptu, and what's another word? Unexpected, impromptu, not planned for, unawares happens. My name is Denise Dennis Waller, and it's time for our final conversation right here on the sunny side. So if you're looking forward to hearing banana, banana, let me be your banana, banana. Oh yeah. Banana, banana, bam, 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 bam. Ba da 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 dum, bam, 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 bam. Da 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 da, ba da da ba da da da. Oh, that is it. Put your hands together for me. It's not easy. Friends, we're going to be talking about these people that are our friends. Since we have lived with them, some of us grew up with them. Some of us have childhood friends. Friends that have been there and done that with us. Our ride or dies. Been together, eaten together, drank together, slept together. They are our, some of them have become soulmates, sort of. Some of them have become family, literally, to us. But guess what? One of us gets married, and it seems like the friendship is not as it used to be. Now, I have often heard some people say they cut off from their single friends once they got married. Some women even said their husbands asked them to. I mean, it may seem like it doesn't make sense because these are the friends who were in the picture long before you met your significant other, long before you guys even thought that you will become a thing, before you even considered marriage. These are those friends. These are the same friends that will organize bridal shower for you, the bachelor party and what have you. These were the same friends who were in your bridal train and even bought your marriage ashwebi for thousand. And they were the ones saying, go Nelly, go Nelly, go Nelly, would they breathe, would they breathe? Hashtag whatever. All road leads to, these are the people that were hyping you. Even on the dance floor, they were the one giving you the dance step. You would do like this. You follow you do like this. Please, give me a dance step. Leg walk. They were leg walking with you and they were hailing you. But you see, it so happens that when one friend gets married, a huge portion of them leaves a friendship. The married and the unmarried friends suddenly realize that most of the things they did together previously are no longer doable. I mean, they can't hang out and drink all night long or go on endless dates for fun. The married friend is accountable to someone else. Also, the married friend is socially expected to create or join a new circle of married friends who can guide them. Now, that being said, someone did share a story with me yesterday. And this story will literally serve as a foundation for our conversation today. Permit me to begin. Story. Once upon a time. So someone sent this to one of those people who advise people online. Your last post is a situation I am handling presently. So we visited a friend of mine and she made us banga soup. That was my husband's first time of having it. I have only had it once and I don't know how to prepare it. We both praised her cooking and it was all fine. Hubby gave her 100K and we left. This lady is a single mom who I have helped with different contracts. 3 weeks later, hubby called me that my friend brought food to his office. We spoke that day and she didn't mention that she was taking food to my husband's office. remembered she asked me where in Lekki my husband's office was. I called her immediately and she said she was just passing by. I mean, who just passes by with food? I told her immediately that I was disappointed in her and I blocked her. I called off 2 contracts she was supposed to get and told every other contract she got through me that I can't guarantee her anymore. Now our mutual friend said I went too far. Please, do you think I went too far? Should I read the story again? I think I would. So we visited a friend of mine and she made us banga soup, and that was my husband's first time of having it. I have only had it once and I don't know how to prepare it. We both praised her cooking and it was all fine. Hubby gave her 100K and we left. The lady is a single mom who I have helped with different contracts. 3 weeks later, hubby called me that my friend brought food to his office. We spoke that day, and she didn't mention that she was taking food to my husband's office. I then remembered she asked me where in Lekki my husband's office was. I called her immediately and she said she was just passing by. I told her immediately that I was disappointed in her and I blocked her. Called her 2 contracts she was supposed to get and told every other contract she got through me that I can't guarantee her anymore. Now our mutual friends said I went too far. Please, do you think I went too far? Now, I don't want us to focus on the too far or not too far. Let's focus on the fact that these people are friends. One married, the other unmarried or yet to be married. But this was what this friend did. Now in my head, I know some of you are thinking, oh, because her husband gave you 100K, you probably feel like there is more where that came from. So you want to find a way to penetrate. I don't know. It could be a woman. It could be a man. In this case, it was a female friend that did this to her married friend, took food to her married friend's husband. But you know what I'm talking about how some guys will come back and say, I don't like your friend Lisa. I said, what happened to Lisa? I don't like her. You know, the men usually are not vocal about some of these things. The men may not want to come and tell you that, Lisa tried to seduce me. Or Lisa is bad energy. Or Lisa is negative influence. No. They just tell you, when I say I don't like somebody, I don't like somebody. I don't want you around Lisa again. I said, no! What do you mean? Lisa, no now. Lisa is my born girl now. When she say primary school, when she say secondary school, when she say university. No now. Babe, no, Lisa. But he says, I don't like Lisa. The wife probably says, I don't like your relationship with Michael. Michael, what happened to Michael? The same, yes, Michael. Michael, your friend, I don't like him. I don't like you where you guys. So what do you mean? I mean, me and Michael, we are guys. I mean, we go way back. Michael and my guy. Michael and my paddy man. What's he there, yarn? You know, Michael and my guy. And she says, well, I don't like your association with him. I feel like he's bad influence over you. Okay, Michael is still single. You are married now. You should be really with married people. And the guy says, I beg, I don't understand what you're talking about. I beg. What did the wife see? That maybe the husband's name is Matthew. Matthew is not seeing that the wife is telling Matthew, cut ties with Michael. And then sometimes they cut ties, other times they don't. And then the gossip around town is, no mind her. She married, she just feel like say, now at least she go marry for this life. Should they talk to us again now? Should they follow us come out? Should they follow us do anything? Should they do our own things? Make we see now. See now we. Should be when they means they serve her breakfast. When they were breaking her heart, it was us. Now because she feels like she has arrived. It's no problem. Don't mind that guy. It's that woman that is controlling him. Guy, where we they do things. Now all of a sudden he feel like say he don't marry. He's not a married man. And he's doing anyhow. Do you consider single friends of married people a threat to their marriage? I mean, have you ever thought about it? That maybe, just maybe, single and married do not have anything in common anymore. That's question number 1. Question number 2. Are you still friends with your single friends after marriage? I'll go first. I am still friends with them. I have only a few. No, hold on. Their friends and their acquaintances. Where do I classify these people as? As what? Okay, I have only a few. Even before I got married, I had more of married friends, okay? So, getting married, I would say I can count the single people who are my friends, not acquaintances. And I'm not a friends person. I can literally count my friends. So, my really close friends are all married. And a lot of them had gotten married before me. The other ones that would identify as friends, I don't think there are more than one. No, there's friends and there's family. There were those we started off as family members only to realize, we started off as friends only to realize that we're even family members. But what I'm saying is, I didn't see the need to cut ties because these were my people. These not my, I don't know, these are my, now we've cried together, we've prayed together, we've done things together. 0817 923 0002. That is 0817 923 0002. We also have 0817 923 0003. Again, 0817 923 0003. Join the conversation on X at Nigeria Info PH is our X handle. Join the conversation on Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Join the conversation on Telegram and WhatsApp 0809 030 6416. Okay, so sorry about that. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, though it's very hot. But we thank God.
My brother, it's hot, so it's really hot. I understand.
Straight to your question. First of all, I would say I have often said that 20 friends do not play for 20 years. 20 friends do not play together for 20 years. It is a natural law. Just as you said in the studio, there were very good friends that you had in primary school. But circumstance, situations, conditions, time separated both of you. That is the reality of life. Going by the story you gave, I have this principle that there are some mistakes that should not be allowed to repeat twice. In your life, there are some mistakes. Don't allow them to repeat twice. If they even repeat once, good and fine. But don't make the mistake again to allow the first mistake to repeat twice. So the lady who blocked her friend for taking food to her husband in her husband's office without informing her, the one who took the food to the man's office, let me say it was a mistake. And that mistake should not be allowed to repeat twice. So that was why the friend had to say, let's sever our relationship. I don't want to allow it to grow. Let's just end it now that it has not become deadly or bad or with bad name. So you stay your own, I stay my own.
Okay.
Then does married men or do married men have single friends? Yes, they do. I am a married man for over 12 years now. I still have single friends. For those who are angry for not having all their friends leaving them when they get married, it's because, to be very candid, you are married now. There are people who will not fit into your status as a married man, both mentally, emotionally, and otherwise.
Yeah.
So, but while you were single, you allowed that friendship to continue. But now you are married, there is a sense. So that's my own take on this.
All right. Thank you. Is Ken from Obimini, turn off your radio set, please. Go ahead.
Good afternoon once more, Dennis.
Good afternoon, Eze. How you doing?
I'm cool.
All right.
Based on your article, I think what I perceived there, I will say that the mistake is from the woman or the lady who told her friend her weak point. Because in my own observation, I literally found out that that friend had known the best food or soup he likes through the married friend. Otherwise, on their visiting day, that woman shouldn't have prepared such soup.
Excuse me, Ken, I'm not sure you get the conversation. First of all, this is not about the story. Number one, that cannot be his favorite food because that is the first time he was having banga soup. The wife has had banga soup once before that day. The husband was eating banga soup for the first time. So there's nothing like favorite here. That's not where it's coming from. But I want you to rather focus on the questions. Do you consider single friends of married people a threat to their marriage? And are you still friends?
I want to finish up before I give you my answer. But the truth remains that keeping single friends is dangerous. And it all depends both for the couples and the single ones out there. Because we have what we call childhood friends, which the husband or the wife may not know their characters more than the opposite sex. So for me, I don't think that if just like as I am married now, I know the type of friends I move on with, and I also know the type of single friend my wife moves with. So it is dangerous to move with single friends, and also it depends on the character of the type of people you are moving with. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Ken. Please, as much as we are tempted to react to the story, I had to share that story because for some reason the woman may have gone that far because this single friend is a perceived threat. But what if it is not this kind of situation? What if it is something else? And maybe it would have been seen as a perceived threat because she didn't come through the wife, because she didn't inform the wife, because she did it in a shady manner. And if you ask me, reading that story, I felt like she had an ulterior motive. In fact, for me, so I dash you 100K before. Maybe you're bringing food to me again, so I dash you another money. And the next thing, you start bringing stories to me. And before you know it, you start telling me things. And before you know it, you start calling me. And before you know it, you start asking to see me. You want to share a body. And before you know it, you're seeing yourself as, why am I not a wife to you? Why is it my friend? I mean, what do you see in my friend? Say that thing my friend is enjoying. Me too, I want to enjoy it. If you can give me just 100K for cooking for you and your wife that came to visit me, you will give me much more if two of us end up together. I'm just saying, what if? I mean, don't mind me, I'm a woman and I'm permitted to think in multiple places. After all, they say men are like, what's it called now? Is it women are like spaghetti or men are like waffles and women are like spaghetti? So our mind used to think plenty. You people, when you are thinking straight like this, but me, the women, we think here, we think under, we think like this, think like this, think like this, think like this. That's why I'm thinking all these things. But maybe, just maybe, she just wanted to take food. But me, I do not think she just wanted to take food. Because, we talked about it some time ago. The way to a man's heart is through the stomach. Maybe she wants to use good cooking since they have commended her cooking. Noble is calling me from Romo something. Romo Lumini it is. Hi, Noble. Welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Talk to me.
Hello.
Noble, welcome. Talk to me.
Okay. all I want to say on this issue is that I don't see single friends threat to anybody. It all depends on the kind of friends you have.
The kind of friends you have.
Because because if you know the kind of friends you have, you will not change from them. Yes, if my friend is angry, if my friend is going through something, I know he's going through, like, guy, this is what you're going for. So, me and my friends, we know each other. I know friends I should be careful. Friends, I can be so close to me, I can tell them anything. So, I don't actually see single friends in general have threats, marriages.
All right, thank you. Now, I'm going to be a bit more realistic or practical. I don't know if I'm using the right terms, but if I'm going to be completely honest with you, some of you know your friends. You know your clique of friends. That you guys have been friends for years and counting does not mean that you do not know the kind of persons they are. I'll give you a practical example. For girls who have been known to be somewhat promiscuous, for girls who are women of easy virtue, you know what that means. For girls who sell their bodies for money, they would usually have friends like that. You know how they say birds of a feather flock together. So, if one of those friends want to get married, what are the chances that these other friends or some of the other friends or one of them will not be eyeing the husband, especially if she catches a big fish? And I hear from the grapevine that some women like this would usually catch quality men. Am I the only person that thinks so? Am I the only person that have heard so? They will usually catch quality men. And it's also the same the other way. The men that are promiscuous, the men that are known to walk around with anything in skirts, chase anything in skirts, live lives recklessly, we usually have friends like that. But guess what? They will find the God-fearing, prayerful, Choma, Jesus, Mercy, Chinua, all of them encapsulated in one woman, and she will be fine and beautiful, and you know what I mean. Guess what? This man know the kind of people where his friends be. These guys know that their friends, they don't share boundaries. These are coming from people who before now do not mind sharing women. Yes, these are friends who before now will tell you, I have done something with this girl. Go. She go agree. These are friends who will tell you, that man they pay well, oh. Go. You go do it. You know where I'm getting to with this narrative, Abi? So we didn't want to still keep friends with such people after getting married. Charles from Bonny Island, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Talk to me.
Yes, I think it's not just single do that to their friends. Even the married people also, some of them also do to their friends, both women and men. So the whole thing is get to do with individuals.
Okay, individual. Sophia from Port Harcourt, welcome to the sunny side, Sophia.
All right, good evening, Denise. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Okay, for me, I don't have that kind of friends because I have not been in one place for a very long time. I've been to different places, nursery school, primary school, tertiary institutions, different places. I just have those that maybe we just call, hello, how are you, long time, that's all.
Okay.
So for me, I think for those who can involve in such situations, for those who can have such a friend, you understand? I think they have to know who their husband is and who their friend is. As you said, maybe they've been friends since childhood. So they know who their friend is and they know who their husband is. There are some husbands that don't care about your friend. You understand? They know what they are doing. So this kind of husband, you can keep one. You can keep friends. Understand? Maybe she can visit you once in a while. Maybe nothing that. But there are some husbands that I friend. You understand? So such husbands, if you know you have one, maybe I think there's no reason to have such a friend. Okay. Even neighbors, even people you live around with. You know, in such situations, you don't even blame the person that is doing such a thing. Because some women, you understand, they will be telling their friends everything. Hey, my husband is such a caring person, he's a good person, you understand? And that friend will begin to think, how I wish, you understand?
Yeah.
So begin to think how I wish. So we should mind the way we should mind what we will be telling our friends to understand there is limits. For me, if I see a person, I can study that person within a week or within a period of time. I can study that person. I will know who that person is, and I will know what I will be discussing with that person. Okay. Maybe whether it's colleague, a neighbor, you understand, or those that will even come to you and say, I want to be friends with you.
I want to be friends. I used to fear people that used to want to be friends with people. I'm just saying. We need to go on a break. When we come back, I have a plethora of messages on WhatsApp. I will definitely read them. And then we'll come back to the phone line. Stay tuned.
We are set for the big debate. We are set for I Beg to Differ.
If you're wondering why mobile phones should be banned in school, then listen to me. I believe that most of what you said comes from
All right, welcome back to the conversation. If you're just joining us, I would say you may have missed a greater part of the conversation, but guess what? I'm going to bring you up to speed with all that has been said so far. The conversation is cutting off single friends after marriage, and I did say that when one's friend gets married, a huge portion of them leaves a friendship, okay? The married and unmarried friends suddenly realize that most of the things they did together previously are no longer doable. They can't hang out and drink all night long or go on endless dates for fun because they are answerable to somebody. The married friend is accountable to someone else. Also, the married friend is socially expected to create or join a new circle of married friends who can guide them. But it is normal in this part that you hear people say that they are cutting off from their single friends once they get married. Some women will say their husband told them to. But you see, it may seem unfair because these are friends that have been with you, been there, done that, were part of the wedding process, even contributed money for you. We're part of your committee of friends. They raised money. Some of them raised 1 million naira and say, our friend, they marry you. Let's create a WhatsApp group. Let's take care of drinks. Let's take care of cake. Let's do bridal shower for our friend. Let's choose uniform. What are we going to wear? Let's arrange for who we bring mint. So that we will do Dorime, we will spray, we go paint the town red. All road leads to Anambra, all road leads to Meduguri, all road leads to Taraba. These were the friends that were there doing all of that with you. But guess what? You want to cut them off, eh? Why? Are you still friends with such people? Or have you cut ties with them? Do you consider these single friends as a threat? Because you guys are not married, sorry, you can't relate. Like my husband said, in short, some of you just do it because you don't want your friends to feel bad whenever you say, oh, my husband said, or can I just ask my husband? Oh, hold on, let me call my husband to confirm. Oh, my husband is coming to pick me up. I doing that. You don't marry now, we don't go hear word. I used to tease my friend Dennis Amadi. He got married in December, and you know, those were the marriages we're looking forward to. Like Dennis so when Dennis got married, it was a big deal. And then before you know it, so Dennis don't they say my wife say my wife. I say I beg. If I never marry now, I say go they pressure me. Just 2 seconds of marriage. Smart in my wife. That was on a lighter note though. But I'm sure you get what I mean. Do you still want to be in the circle of these people that cannot relate when you said your wife said, or your husband said, or you have to take permission from your husband, or you do certain things with your husband? Anonymous from Port Harcourt, welcome to the conversation. Talk to me.
Yes. Okay, a quick one. I think the term cutting them off should be, maybe we should rephrase it.
Okay.
It's not really, let's say you don't completely cut them off, but there are some activities that might not be ideal of someone who is married for you to be partaking in with them. I don't know whether I can phrase this, what I just said now.
I understand.
You know, marriage in itself comes with a lot of compromise. Now, you said these people have been my friends maybe from childhood, and they've contributed a lot to the marriage and all that, to the wedding and all that. Now, it would be a bit unfair to say that they should, because I'm now married, that I should just cut them off completely. Yeah, I don't think they won't cut them off. Like, the thing is, there are some things that I know that is not really good to be doing now that I'm a married person. That because then they are single, they have the privilege to do some of those things. So I will cut off those activities. Yeah, but any other thing, they will still be my friend. So this is my own opinion.
Okay, cut off the activities, but they still will be your friend. This one says, first of all, my husband cannot give any friend of mine a dime without talking to me. Second, the wife did the right thing. If the so-called friend had put poison or juju in the food, would she tell the wife? No. The wife would have been running from pillar to post by now, crying, help me. My husband went to work this morning. I don't understand what's happening. Third, whether a person identifies as married, single, divorced, I will cut them off without regret or quarrel if they show they don't have sense. And I will also cut off every mutual friend or contact, because one hand, one band, one sound. There was someone my hubby told me he doesn't trust. He has never met her, never talked to her, so I was uncomfortable because she was identifying as a divorcee with kids who left her first marriage due to domestic violence. I wondered, when did my guy start being so judgmental? But I kept an eye on her. I later found out she lied about a lot of things. I honestly think she's a sociopath. So, if my husband tells me he doesn't like or trust any friend, single, married, or anything in between, that friend is gone. I don't even ask him why, and he does the same. If I tell him I don't like a person, even if he has known that person longer than me, they are gone. Truth is, even when an unmarried friend is a decent person, there should be boundaries, and the newlyweds' priorities have changed. Knowing and enforcing boundaries will save a lot of us issues. What that single friend in the story did is as widely inappropriate and insane as saying my husband's friend bought me underwear. How? Why? Onto what levels? Is that friend trying to die? I have so many questions. My chest, my spinal chest. Good afternoon, Didi. As our priority in life changes, so our circle of friendship changes. Friendship occurs when there's agreement, unlike family ties that is compulsory. For me, growing up, I had a lot of friends which are only my acquaintances now because of who we grew up to become. So, in regards to marriage situation, people will likely separate, including the characters of the spouse, to suit them achieve marriage purpose. Thank you. Greetings, Didi. You and I know that there are stories that are familiar with women. Even a man do, same applies to men. This is your story. Now, 99.9% women behavior story. Back to your story. Argument specialists will have millions of excuses to support the banga chef, also known as husband snatcher. Okay, argument specialists will have millions of excuses to support the banga chef, also known as husband snatcher. What the married woman did is very good. She did not go too far. Now this type the Bible instructs us to flee from. You should know a single friend long enough before cutting ties or continuing the relationship. Every single sister/mothers snatch their in-law. Even single sisters/mothers snatch their in-law from their married sister/daughter. My brother, Clement. Things are happening. Did you go to the days when a man who marries a beautiful, prayerful woman is said to be lucky? Now, a lucky man is a man who marries a valuable woman with economic values. We know they look pointed nose. We know they look pointed nose again. Okay, Tammy. I cut my wife off from one particular single friend because of the kind of conversations that friend always initiates. She keeps reminding my wife about all the dirty stuff they did way back in school and updates on one ex or the other. I mean, she has no reasonable thing to say whenever she calls. I told my wife to warn her, but no, my wife isn't that type because of her peace nature. Story short, I called the lady myself and warned her not to call my wife again. Trust me, it helped. Single or married friends, I don't have an issue as long as they are positive people. Tammy from Port Harcourt sent that in. And this one says, basically, it isn't about the status of the person per se, but the character of the person itself. They are good single people and they are horrible married people and vis-a-vis. I have a friend that is yet to have a child and is married for a few years now. The frustration around him always triggers him to spend time outside and stay at home. I have kids and can't always be out late with him. So you see, he is married but a negative friend. This is why I believe it's not the status but the person. Anonymous, thank you so much. It's important to prioritize safety. If you have concerns about friends, consider open communication or seeking support from others when necessary. YF from Elele1. Did you please, I want to share my own little experience. I have a friend that our friendship made us family. Everyone knows I'm the domestic type while she's not. This friend of mine once had a belt with her boyfriend on top of my head though. Without my knowledge, thank God I didn't fall into the trap, so I kept her trust for me intact. A bet, you mean? However, after she got married, I kept off and did only calling until she invited me to spend the weekend in her house. I did, and in the morning, I did my usual morning cleanup. But after I left, she never picked my calls again. I have stopped calling her, but wondering what I did. Why will you go and clean married woman's house? So that the husband will not say, oh, my wife cannot clean. This one can clean. What did you wear to clean her house? That's another thing. We're going to commercial break. Stay tuned. Oh, there's no... Hold on. There is supposed to be a commercial break. What's happening? Is it the problem we experience that's the problem? Can I have someone please confirm whether or not we have a commercial break? Okay, we don't have a commercial break. It's confirmed. We don't. Okay, so cutting off ties. Trust me, I'm the last person that will tell you to cut off or not to cut off. But you see, at some point you will have to use your tongue like this and count your teeth like this. Mpaka Amakri says, it truth be told, it's different strokes for different folks. They are unfriendly friends like sheep in wolf clothing. My wife's best friend, that was like a sister, was hitting on me. Our marriage, and even when we got married, she stole my wedding ring in one of her visits to my absence because according to my wife, she was the only one that visited. As we speak, I am divorced. My God. I never believed me. Wait. What led to the divorce? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to feel right now. I hope it was not that friend that was the cause of the divorce or something. I hope so. I do hope so. So as I was saying, you will have to decide what it is going to be for you. Now, I have this other message that says, my wife had friends, or the friendship ends in the church or marketplace, they don't come to our house. Matthew from Harbour Road. Unfriendly friends. Have I ever had to tell my significant other not to talk to some people? I think sometimes it depends on the kind of trust you have on your partner. I trust my partner not to be naughty or silly. I trust my partner to be around certain people and not be influenced by whatever it is that they do. That's for me. And you want to be careful with telling a man, oh, do like this, don't do like this. But are there those people that if I perceive that there are threats in one way or the other, I will tell them, I don't like this person. Yes, I will do it. I will do it with my full chest. Are there people that you will tell me that, there's something I will obey? I don't even need to think twice. I'll just carry my phone like this. Where is that person's contact? Delete. Are there people that would need to keep at arm's length? Now, the answer is yes. Are there people that over time respected the fact that you had changed levels or you had changed status and they just knew not to be the same way they were with you before? Yes, I'm one of those people. I feel like I should give these people newly married people time to get to. It's not the time for me to start calling as I used to. I feel you have a significant other now. I wouldn't ask questions. I wouldn't go asking, so how is your husband treating you? No. If you bring it to me, oh well, it so happens that way. But that's as far as I get. But you see, boundaries, very important. Don't come and invite the person to your house. I'll come and be wearing skimpy. I want to be showing ties and showing skin. I beg you, I didn't dare deal. What someone said, if there is no commercial, I beg, play the jingle that asks people to come and place adverts. Get away, you dear. Didi, I don't wear transparent clothes, so I dress decently, I wear long skirts, I'm a decent person. People that know us will testify. If I wake up without sweeping, one day say I'm a lazy friend, my darling, I understand. Maybe the husband just didn't like you or something. On X, we are at Nigeria Info PH, and Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Follow me on X and Instagram at _Denise _Dennis. Facebook page is Denise Dennis, and Facebook account is Denise Dennis. Well, I'll be back here tomorrow for our shortest time on the sunny side, right here on your #1 station for talk. Up next is Rivers Today, and thereafter, Hard Facts with the man of the people, Kalada Koru Bataba. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Adios.